Los Angeles, January 1947. The city was a paradox, a glittering mirage of palm trees and neon signs masking a seedy underbelly of broken dreams and whispered secrets. Hollywood Boulevard pulsed with ambition. But just beyond the spotlight, in the shadowed alleys and vacant lots, the city chewed up hopefuls like Elizabeth Short and spat them out. Detective Jack Harlan leaned against the bar of the Florentine Gardens, the air thick with cigarette smoke and the clink of glasses. He was a man of 38, his fedora tilted low, his trench coat creased from too many nights chasing leads that went nowhere. The Black Dahlia case had landed on his desk 2 weeks ago, on January 15th, when Betty Berzinger stumbled across a body in Leimert Park. A body cut clean in half, drained of blood, and posed like a grotesque mannequin. The press had dubbed her the Black Dahlia, a nod to her dark hair and the noir film The Blue Dahlia. Jack didn't care for the nickname. It turned a dead girl into a myth, and myths were harder to solve. Elizabeth Short, 22, had been an enigma in life and death. An aspiring actress, she drifted through L.A.'s nightlife, living off the kindness of strangers and the charm of her sad, shadowed eyes. Jack's notepad was filled with names from her address book, bartenders, soldiers, small-time producers, none of whom knew her well. She was secretive, one roommate had said, always running from something or someone. Jack sipped his whiskey, scanning the crowd. The Florentine Gardens was one of Beth's haunts, a place where starlets mingled with men who promised fame for a price. Tonight, he was tailing Mark Hansen, a nightclub owner whose name appeared on the cover of Beth's address book, mailed to the Los Angeles Examiner in a taunting package from the supposed killer. Hansen was a squat man with slick hair and a smile that didn't reach his eyes. He was talking to a redhead in a tight dress, his hand resting too long on her arm. Jack's gut told him Hansen knew more than he let on. The case was a labyrinth. The Examiner had received letters, words cut from newspapers, promising souvenirs of Beth Short. One arrived with her birth certificate and photos, all wiped clean with gasoline, like her body at the crime scene. Another letter mocked the police. Have changed my mind. You would not give me a square deal. Dahlia killing was justified. Jack had read them all, the jagged capitals and twisted logic burning into his mind. The killer was playing a game, and the city was his board. He'd followed leads to dead ends. Robert Red Manley, a salesman who dropped Beth at the Biltmore Hotel on January 9th, had an alibi that checked out. A soldier, Corporal Joseph Dumais, confessed in a drunken haze, but his story unraveled. His unit was in New Jersey when Beth was killed. Over 60 confessions had flooded the precinct, each one a distraction, each one a lie. The press didn't help, printing rumors that Beth was tortured for hours or was a man-crazy delinquent. Jack knew better. The autopsy showed cerebral hemorrhage and shock from facial lacerations, not prolonged torture. The killer was precise, surgical, maybe someone with medical knowledge. A woman's laugh cut through the din, high and nervous. Jack's eyes flicked to the source, a brunette in a black dress, her hair pinned up like Beth's. For a moment he saw her, Beth Short alive, weaving to the crowd with that half-smile that promised everything and nothing. He shook it off. Ghost and solved cases. Hansen moved toward the back exit, and Jack followed, slipping through the crowd. Outside, the alley smelled of rotting trash and stale beer. Hansen lit a cigarette, his face lit by the match's glow. "You're wasting your time, Harlan," he said without turning. "I told you. I barely knew the girl." "Then why's your name on her address book?" Jack stepped closer, his voice low. "She stayed at your place. You made a pass. She turned you down. That bruised your ego enough to do something stupid." Hansen's laugh was sharp. "You think I'd kill a dame over rejection?" She was trouble. Harlan, always hustling, always running her.